In the quiet dawn before your awakening, you feel the world sigh, a gentle breath caught in the stillness, momentarily suspended like the first blush of light upon the horizon. Tension coils within you, a serpent winding tight around your heart, each pulse a reminder of the grip of fear that ensnares your spirit. You clutch the reins of control, convinced that if you do not hold fast, the wild horse of life will gallop away, unbridled chaos strewn in its wake. The weight of unspoken worries presses down, a thick fog enveloping the landscape of your mind, suffocating the whispers of hope that flutter, yearning for release. You are a juggler of destiny, tossing fragile glass balls high into the air, each one a piece of your longing, dreams, responsibilities, desires, glimmering momentarily in the sunlight before spiraling into uncertainty. With every wobble, you sense the inevitable fall, the cracking shards of perfection that pierce your heart, sending ripples of anxiety coursing through your veins. Do you not see how this frantic dance binds you, how it weaves a delicate web of order around your existence, while all the while life flows like a stream, ever-changing, indifferent to the constraints of your trepidation? Look deeply into this fray, for it is merely an ode to the illusion of order you've constructed. In clinging to control, you seek to master the uncertainty that surrounds you, yet, by holding on so tightly, you paradoxically strangle the very essence of living. With each desperate tug, you drift further from the exquisite dance that is the pulse of existence. Surrender to this understanding. Let your hands gradually unfurl, releasing the need for certainty. The dance of life flourishes in the spaces between the notes, in the lilt of spontaneity. It blooms brilliantly in surrender and trust. So pause within this moment, breathe deeply into the embrace of uncertainty. Every coil and trembling fear, every latent worry dissolves in the light of willingness. For when you relinquish the need to juggle, a world unfolds, rich with possibilities. In the quiet dawn, life awaits your gentle awakening. It whispers softly, calling you home to the rhythm of your heart, beckoning you to let go and finally join the dance. Now, let your fingers relax, feeling the tension melt away like snow, softly surrendering to the warmth of sunlight. As you unfurl each digit, allow them to open wide, embracing the air, like petals stretching towards the sky, kissed by a gentle breeze. You can feel the lineage of need dissolve like mist evaporating at dawn, releasing the weight you've carried in your very bones. Inhale deeply, the fragrance of this newness enveloping you, sweetness intermingling with the crispness of freedom, spreading across your being. In this moment, your heart begins to discern the rhythm of benevolence. Can you sense that familiar thrum of anxiety? It ebbs away like waves receding from the shore, allowing tender trust to rise like the morning tide, breathing life into the spaces where doubt once lingered. Just as the clouds part and the sun's rays breathe warmth into the world, the canvas of your existence unfurls itself. An open playground of uncertainty adorned with colors unseen, fringes shimmering with potential. Here lies the alchemy of release. Chaos, once a fearsome tempest, transforms into a mosaic of endless possibilities, awakening you to a cherished dance of creation. Every hesitant step now skips across the path of liberation, unrestrained, as you discover the exquisite truth of unbinding yourself. What you lose in the illusion of control is replaced by the pure essence of being present, fully aware, deeply grounded in the beauty of this moment. As you stand in this sanctuary of letting go, the air thick with promise, seek not to navigate every thought or emotion, but to simply breathe them into existence. Each fleeting worry, recast as a fleeting cloud, drifts by without claiming your sky. Every pinching worry loosens its grip, transforming into gossamer threads woven into a tapestry of growth. With each oscillation of breath, understand that what once felt confining now dances freely, twirling softly in the breeze, a manifestation of your spirit rejoicing in the act of being. You stand at the precipice of not knowing, feeling the world shift beneath you like tides rolling to shore. And as the morning mist dissolves, so too do the certainties that once clung to you, each vaporous thread unraveling in the embrace of the rising sun. The air around you crackles with newness, inviting your spirit to leap into the abyss of possibility, each heartbeat echoing like a distant drum in this symphony of becoming. Here, embrace the dizzy fall, where vulnerability is not shameful but sacred, a revelation that your armor, once so tightly woven, now lies in tattoo. As you let go of the need for answers, you may discover a feeling akin to liberation. The ground, once rigid and unforgiving, becomes a velvety expanse, inviting you to tread lightly, to dance with uncertainty. With every unspoken question that lingers like a whispered secret in the air, each plan unmade, you step deeper into an exquisite chaos. Here, the pulse of life resonates in a rhythm unchoreographed, wild and free. Allow yourself to sway with the currents, feeling how they cradle you in their embrace, a reminder that from this vulnerable state springs a potent strength. You learn to lean into the flow, suspended in the grace of falling. Walk softly, for this path is untraveled and yet beckons with a siren song. With each falter along the way, know that your courage lies precisely in your fragility. The shadows of uncertainty are not adversaries but gentle guides, illuminating the edges of what you cannot yet see. In this quiet sanctuary of doubt, a shimmering light awaits, glowing with the promise of truths unspoken and stories yet to unfold within the tapestry of existence. As you breathe deeply, feel how the light threads its way into your spirit, awakening forgotten dreams, coaxing forth wisdom hidden beneath layers of doubt. Here, stripped of false certainties, you become more. In this sacred space where the unknown dances with possibility, you reclaim the alchemy that transforms fear into trust. Welcome the not knowing, dear heart, for therein lies the radiant dawn of a new story waiting to be lived. The shadow within you emerges like a gentle tide, each wave wrapped in mist and mystery, and in this unveiling you find not a monster lurking to devour you, but a companion beckoning from the shadows, both guardian and guide along your path. With each brushstroke of its presence, it dances lightly in the depths, a waltz of lost dreams and whispered truths, as if it knows the secrets you have yet to uncover. What was once a shroud of darkness transforms into a caress, your hidden facets ripple and shimmer, revealing the colors of your soul that long waited in silence. As you surrender to this darkness, the fierce grip of resistance begins to soften, the weight you once clutched starts to dissolve. In this act of yielding, the fragmented pieces of your psyche begin to coalesce, assembling a tapestry richer and more vibrant than you ever dared to dream. Each thread, once scattered, now finds its place within the grand design. Here lies the truth you feared to confront, echoing through the chambers of your heart. In this sacred space of acceptance, you disentangle the contradictions of your essence, the jagged edges mend, and the shadows whisper stories you're finally ready to embrace. In this act of introspection, you step further into the unknown. Each hesitation becomes a gentle invitation. Trust begins to bloom like spring after a relentless winter, pulling you deeper into the sanctuary of your being. Remember, the paradox of wholeness is nestled within this dark embrace. What once appeared to be your greatest fear may cradle some of your deepest wisdom, waiting for your acknowledgement. The darkness is not the absence of light, but a canvas where the light of understanding is about to flourish, illuminating the corners of your spirit that long shivered in isolation. As you navigate this intimate relationship with your shadow, the embrace of the unfamiliar begins to feel like home. You learn to dance upon the delicate edge of fear and acceptance, understanding that only by journeying through the shadows do you uncover the light that glows just beyond the curtain of uncertainty. And so, you hold close this paradox, allowing your heart to unfurl as you recognize that within the depths of your being, the shadows do not seek to haunt, they gently offer wisdom, solace, and the promise of a truer, more integrated self. Before you stands a mirror. The glass shimmers softly, its surface like the still waters of a quiet lake beneath a whispering twilight. It does not offer the fragmented reflection of your striving self, the caricature crafted from the fabric of expectation and doubt. Instead, it unveils the luminous essence of your being, a radiant glow that dances with the colors of existence, beckoning you to step closer, to dive deeper into the depths of your own soul. What you see now is not a mere mask, the roles you've played upon the world's stage. It is the unadorned truth of who you are beyond the costumes of life's performance. Here lies the wildness entwined with stillness, a symphony of shadows and light. In this sacred space, allow yourself to engage with the depths of your spirit, to peel away the layers of what you thought you were, a free fall into the beautiful unknown. With every layer shed, feel the exquisite weightlessness of identity shifting. Paradox blooms in the soft cracks of your understanding. You are not losing, you are unearthing, revealing the infinite dimensions hidden beneath the skin. Every breath becomes a reminder of your boundless essence, stirring the air with ancient stories whispered by ancestors who dared to listen to their own truths. Do you feel their echoes coursing through you? As you stand before this mirror, let the light envelop you, lifting you higher, illuminating the very shadows you once feared. Here, they become your allies, they cradle your softness, remind you of the intricate dance of being. Fear not the darkness, embrace it, for it cradles the flickers of wisdom that illuminate your journey. What once felt heavy now glides effortlessly as you recognize that you are a tapestry, woven from joy and sorrow, laughter and tears. Each thread adds to the richness of your being. As you surrender fully, let yourself be swept away, cradled by the river of existence, its waters pure and unbound, flowing both fierce and gentle. You are a leaf, dancing upon the surface, your journey not one of isolation but of communion with everything around you. Each ripple whispers secrets as it wraps around you, guiding you deeper into the embrace of the moment. Can you sense how the world ignites in vivid colors all around you, the hues of experience painting stories upon your heart? Feel the banks of certainty retreat, dissolving like mists at dawn, and as they fade, the horizon stretches infinitely before you, an expanse where rigid boundaries dissolve into soothing uncertainty. It is here that you begin to let go of the need for control. Each relinquished grip is not a loss, but an invitation to dive into the vast ocean of possibility. Surrender does not carve out who you are, instead it layers your essence, for in yielding you find the threads of connection weaving through the fabric of existence. When fear surfaces, let it wash over you, for it is merely the residue of past storms. Allow its edges to soften and dissolve into acceptance. Liberation comes not from fleeing the tidal waves, but by flowing with them as they guide you into a territory unknown yet resplendent with brilliance. In this dance, uncertainty takes on a form all its own, steeped in wonder, like the silken caress of winter's first snow or the laughter of children weaving play into their day. Embrace this uncharted territory, where familiar paths vanish and new ones glimmer like starlit threads in the dark. Every bend in the river reveals untold beauty. Each twist and turn uncovers hidden wisdom, urging you to release all preconceived notions of who you thought you must be. Here you recognize the profound rule of the river. It is in the loss of control that you gain immeasurable freedom, the exhilarating release of every burden that the world has ever placed upon your shoulders. In this flow you surrender to the melody that plays beyond the surface, a harmony woven through the fabric of existence. Every heartbeat pulses in tandem with the world's breath, inviting you into the sacred act of movement. Here you no longer seek the formality of choreography. Instead, you find yourself swept along a river of spontaneity, currents of sound and silence guiding you into an unspoken rhythm. Your body, an instrument tuned to the whispers of the universe, responds not to rigid patterns but to the gentle caress of intuition. Feel the ground beneath your feet, firm yet yielding, a dance floor of possibility that stretches into the horizon. With every step, you release layers of self-doubt, peeling away the masks crafted by fear and expectation. Each sway is a reclaiming of essence. Your form becomes a vessel for joy, each twirl a celebration of freedom as you glide through the spaces between notes, where the music swells and breathes, devotion and resolve intermingling like the colors of dawn. In this radiant unfolding, time dissolves. The formidable ticking clock softens into a gentle hum, allowing the present to envelop you, a cocoon woven from both the remembered past and the whispers of tomorrow. You are not dancing for an audience, nor scripting your every movement. Instead, you dissolve into the flow, and in this release, the dance itself becomes sacred. Feel how each swing of your arms echoes an ancient story, a primal language spoken through motion, one that transcends words and speaks directly to the essence of being. You become a part of the world, a leaf swirling in autumn winds or a wave curling in harmony with the sea, existing seamlessly within the grand choreography of life. It is in this beautiful paradox that your understanding deepens. In ceasing to dictate your own performance, life unfolds elegantly around you, teaching you that surrender is not a relinquishment but an embrace. It invites the universe to twirl you into the grace of being. Each movement is a conversation, where every pulse carries the wisdom of the infinite, and as you lose control you become vividly alive, intertwined with the dance of all. In this new light, you feel trust begin to unfurl from the very core of your being, as if it were a myriad of spring blossoms bursting forth after the long, cold silence of winter. Can you sense the warmth of the sun upon your face, coaxing out the blooms hidden deep in your heart? Each petal a promise, each fragrance a whisper of renewal. It seeps into the cracks of your previous uncertainties, weaving through the tender roots of a newfound faith. This is no longer the frail faith of knowing, but a resolute softening that allows confusion to mingle with clarity. Let yourself breathe into this moment, where strength is not found in rigid certainties but in the exquisite act of cherishing the unfolding mystery around you. You are cradled by uncertainty, held delicately, like a seed in rich soil waiting for the rain's kiss. With each heartbeat you feel the rhythm of the universe echoing, pulsating through the very fabric of your existence, a reminder that life is a series of whispers beckoning you closer, urging you to trust the process. In each twist and turn, in every stumble, a path reveals itself, a path that invites you to explore the depths of Can you see how trust thrives within the womb of surrender? Release the desire for control, and in that yielding beauty rises. The simple act of letting go cultivates an expansive space for insight, where you discover, paradoxically, that the moment you relinquish the frantic search for answers, truth slips through your fingers and emerges gently, like dew caught in the soft embrace of dawn. Each revelation unfurls like a delicate leaf reaching for the sun, each moment a lesson drawn from the tapestry of life unfolding before you. Now stand in this luminous presence of trust and let it envelop you like a serene lake reflecting the vast sky. In this embrace lies comfort and liberation. You may stumble, yet with every misstep you draw closer to understanding the sacred dance of existence. Each heartbeat whispers promises yet to come, reverberating through the very essence of life itself. This is where beauty resides, in the gentle acceptance of what is, tethered to the mystery that surrounds you, in the paradox of finding depth by surrendering to the flow. Now, as you pause in this moment, allow yourself to witness the reunion with the self. A sacred homecoming not marked by the transitory shadows of your constructed identity, but illuminated by the radiant truth of your wholeness. In this stillness, the jagged edges of your story unfurl like soft petals after a monsoon, transforming into a flowing river of acceptance, a gentle current that carries both joy and sorrow along its banks. Feel how each ripple tells a tale, every wave a moment that has shaped you, and how the water, ever-changing, weaves a tapestry colored by experiences woven together with all. Here you stand, an exquisite paradox as the past whirls around you and the future dances in delicate choreography. Each heartbeat brings you deeper into the expansive now, a serene and timeless space where regrets dissolve like mist at dawn and dreams yet to unfold shimmer faintly in the light of possibility. In this encompassing silence, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve. You see not just the edges of your own existence, but how intricately interwoven you are with the lives that surround you. Each flicker of connection informs the other, a countless echo of shared essence where the world breathes as one. In this sacred unveiling, your deepest truth emerges. All facets of the self, both cherished and concealed, yearn for acknowledgement and embrace. As you gently soften the grip of the ego, allowing its hold to loosen like a constricting vine, your soul begins to unfurl, expanding wide and luminous, resonating with the vastness of the universe. You understand now that all the parts must be honored, the joyful crescendos alongside the aching melodies, for within this intricate interplay lies the essence of your being. As you breathe into acceptance, feel the harmony reverberate through your very marrow. The whispers of your heart echo the truth of your existence. You are not merely here, but connected in an unbroken circle of life, part of this divine tapestry. The acceptance of your own entirety allows the edges to blend, blurring lines once imagined, and in this sacred reunion you reclaim the fullness of your story, an unspoken promise of wholeness embracing you gently, guiding you home. In this stillness, time unfurls like an ancient scroll, each moment abundant with the whispers of eternity. Here, amid the gentle breath of dawn, you feel the heartbeat of all creation echoing within you, resonating with your own. You are both the observer and the observed, a note in the grand symphony that weaves through the fabric of life, a melody that dances effortlessly upon the air. Imagine the ocean, a vast blanket of undulating blue, each wave speaking secrets of existence. You are one with its rhythms, a single droplet merging into its endless expanse. Feel the salt air upon your skin, hear the murmur of waves kissing the shore, and let this vastness wrap around you. You too ebb and flow, each rise and fall a testimony to your journey, each pulse a reminder of the sacred dance within you. As the still waters reflect the cosmos, you gaze into this liquid mirror and catch the sparkle of countless stars. They twinkle back at you, 1,000 tiny embers igniting your spirit. You are cradled in the universe's unwavering embrace, each heartbeat a tender pulse of understanding. Breathe deeply, savoring the sweetness of connection, as you melt into the knowledge that you are always home, here within this sacred moment where the chaotic and the serene marry into infinity. In your rest, the wild horse you once sought to control runs free, galloping across the open fields of possibility. It is not lost in the desire for direction, nor burdened by the weight of expectation. It dances through the meadow of now, carrying you beyond constraints, into the shimmering vastness of the present. As you witness this freedom, you too remember what it means to be untethered, unshackled from the chains of past and future, embracing the joy alive in simply being.